KCRA3 exclusive, out of jail and talking only to us. Embattled Lodi City Councilman Shakir Khan's message just moments after he walks free from the San Joaquin County Jail.
I did not resign from the city council seat, and I am going to continue serving my community and my people.
Shakir Khan was arrested this week on election fraud charges.
Well, the mayor says Khan agreed to resign from the council. Khan says it was forced and doesn't count. KCRA3's Melanie Wingo was the only reporter at the jail when Khan was released tonight, and she spoke with him exclusively. Melanie?
Well, we spoke with Shakir Khan just as he was released here from the San Joaquin County Jail. His mood seemed to be positive and upbeat. He spoke with us for several minutes about how he intends to maintain his seat on the Lodi City Council while he fights those election fraud charges.
Shakir Khan walking out of the San Joaquin County Jail on his own recognizance.
I did not resign from my city council seat. I will continue to serve the people that I love in my district and my community.
Making it abundantly clear he's not resigning as a Lodi City Council member.
I will definitely continue to serve my city council seat.
Khan speaking exclusively with KCRA3 after his arrest and booking in jail Thursday on election fraud charges, a judge agreeing to his release from jail Friday.
My family and myself, we are going through some hard time right now, and we are looking forward to fighting these charges.
The city and sheriff's office transparent about this letter. They say Lodi's mayor requested a visit with Khan after his arrest, while Khan was in the process of being booked into jail. The sheriff says he assisted in making that meeting happen, even making sure it was recorded on an officer's body camera. At that meeting, the mayor saying he and Khan agreed the best thing would be for Khan to resign from his post as Lodi council member, even going so far as to have that paper with a handwritten resignation stamped by the city clerk. Khan's lawyer telling KCRA3 that resignation was coerced and not official.
Your lawyer said that the city should not have done that and asked for your resignation in the way they did.
Well, I think nobody has a right to just come into the, when you're in a booking room and just come in and ask you to, you're already going through a lot of other problems, and somebody comes in and asks you to, sign a piece of paper. That's, I think, in pressure.
Khan saying he wasn't thinking clearly in that moment.
I was in trauma, and I am taking that back. I did not. I worked hard for my election. I worked hard to serve, my community for last 3 years.
And doesn't intend to leave the seat he's held after winning it in the 2020 election.
I'm going to leave it to God and my lawyer and in the court of law.
Oh boy.
Now, Khan was released on zero bail on his own recognizance. He is, however, required to wear a tracking device. He needs to stay within the state of California and follow a few other orders from the judge as conditions for his release. Reporting live in San Joaquin County, Melanie Wingo, KCRA3 News.
So, Melanie, in addition to all this that he's going through, we also know that he has a whole separate case against him related to things like illegal gambling, money laundering, tax evasion, EDD fraud. Did he say anything about that?
That's what makes all of this so much more complicated as it relates to Shakir Khan. And I did specifically ask him about those separate charges that he has in progress through the court system. He said he is continuing to fight those charges as well. And so far, he claims that he has followed all the court orders related to that particular case and intends to continue doing so. He is scheduled to be back in court on that matter coming up next week.
Melanie, thank you. So earlier today, Khan did appear in a San Joaquin County courtroom, seemingly in good spirits. You can see him here giving a thumbs up and pumping his fist in the air. As you know, the judge granted Khan's release. Here are the conditions.
It's the same that they pretty much were on the other case. Obey all laws, don't leave the state of California. He has a GPS on him to make sure that he does that. It will be that he's subject to search. And these are all standard conditions, not unusual or anything specific to him.
Today, the judge ordered him not to have any contact with witnesses in either of the cases he's involved in. We have more of our exclusive interview with Lodi Councilman Shakir Khan and the charges he's accused of on our KCRA3 app and on KCRA.com.